When learning about anatomy, one of the first things you do is make a height grid, and usually you measure 8 heads tall or 7, or if you like anime it could be 5 or anything else. If it's smaller it could be like 3 heads tall. If it's chibi, it could even be 2 heads tall, the character. In this case I'm using a mannequin, and then I'm using a toy to try to draw the clothing on the mannequin based on what I'm seeing. You can use any toy reference, you can use any photo reference to help you draw anatomy. Knowing every muscle, bones in the body is not always necessary, but it can be helpful. Some people are very detail oriented and want to know everything about the muscles and the bones. I like to oversimplify, so you see me doing a stick figure and then I try to make it more wood-like or box-like. So I start always with the head and then I try to go down. I look for the joints, like where the elbows are in the kneecaps. I make little stick lines and then I'll make it more solid with what I want to see, whether it's the bones or the box shape or even curves. Now this is a book by Buddy Scalara, and I got it from the Comic-Con, and it has reference images of men posing so that I can practice the anatomy. You can get magazine images, you can get stills for movies and try to draw the people. Always try to do gesture lines and capture the movement first and then build up the solid forms after. The wood mannequin is fun, but it's very generic, and getting a feel of the human anatomy is not always easy with the wood character. So have both the wood character and a reference image. In this case, I like to see the shadow on the wood figure and then try to capture it. I didn't fully draw the wood figure out because it's a demo. I just wanted to show how I'm using it as reference to see the shapes a little bit more 3D. As I move forward, you're going to see me try my best to match up what the hand position of the wood figure is versus the hand position in the guy. Again, I'm not trying to be perfect. I am just speeding along, trying to capture the shape. Now, this is the idea that you should always think of a character in the box. The side of the body is always going to be the side on the far left, while the front will be facing the far right vanishing point that you see there. Now, I didn't do a great job following my vanishing point and my horizon line in that box shape, but you can see just in general what I'm referring to. Now you might notice that after I draw the neck, I draw a triangle for the torso and then an upside down one for the hips. The reason I do this is because it's a way of simplifying the fact that the waistline is going to sink in, or cinch in I should say. Now you'll see me do an anime character from a book that I had, and I'm drawing the back side, and you can see the way the waist is cinching in. And even for the foot, I draw triangles for the feet a lot. In this case, I'm showing you how a small character can be made with just 3 heads tall. I don't know why I chose to draw it next to the little kneeling guy, but I was thinking Mario at the time, and then I was just like, I don't have a reference, let's just make whatever we got. Once you get a general idea of how to make your simplified mannequin or simplified gesture drawing of anatomical structure, you'll be able to draw anything in different positions. Right now I'm going to start with a generic anatomic structure of the anatomy, the skull, the bones of the body. And you can see that I use an upside down heart shape, a circular shape for the ribs, and also a heart shape for the pelvis. Now I do circles and then straight lines and then thicken it out with another line after I find the first position. But slowly I'm sticking to 8 heads tall. As you see, I'm not really changing from the lines that I drew in the first half of the video. Now in this case I'm drawing some guidelines just so I can get a height heads tall chart going on, and I'm oversimplifying the body with just simple lines and shapes. Once you get a simplified way of designing, you can turn the character to the side. You can even make it kneeling, but you just have to pay attention to what lines up with what. Now, usually if I was to bend my knee and have it touch my chest, it will line up to the top of my chest area. If you were to fold your body in half by touching your toes, you will see that the top of the torso meets the bottom. These are little things you can remember. If you were kneeling down, your heel would actually touch your buttocks. Little tips you can do to remember anatomy and then keep moving forward. Now, again, I don't say that I know anatomy entirely. I like using reference images, and this is how I would normally go about my anatomy when I'm doing it in my personal artwork. You can see the dog is more box form. This is from a program called Domestika. This is from a program called LinkedIn Learning, and this is my character that I drew with learning some anatomy. I took anatomy class in Lehman College. I took a lot of gesture drawings and poses from the models, and I just wanted to show you what I captured. A lot of the times you want to capture the feel of the movement and then build the anatomy after. These were professional images the professor posted, and this is a mannequin from Bronx Community College.